Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Welcome to Screamin' Baby Talk, home of the retarded fucktards making a lot of fucking noise in this fucking building while I'm trying to do shit. Motherfuckers. Episode 115. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason. How's it going?
Could be better. Could be better.
We could be buried in a box somewhere.
We could be buried in a box somewhere.
That'd be bad.
That would be bad. Although, probably peaceful.
A little more quiet.
Definitely quiet. Yeah, dark. Sleepy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anxiety medicine. Let's take some.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I trade up. I want to trade up.
Oh, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 115, Buried! The movie. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. Early.
Yeah, it's about 5 hours away from the big kickoff.
From the big kickoff, but of course it's 2 hours in to the coverage, most likely.
Right.
I didn't actually turn on the television to see that.
Yeah.
I think they start at like noon.
Right.
Maybe before.
Right. I mean, you gotta kind of build up to it.
Oh,
It is
sure.
the Super Bowl. I mean,
Right, yeah.
you can't just turn it on.
Here, let's talk about it for 5 hours before it happens.
Yeah.
7 hours, whatever.
So,
There.
might as well.
Yeah.
You get Terry Bradshaw in there. You
Oh,
get
yeah,
those
because
guys.
he's hilarious.
Yeah. He totally seems like somebody, like a very real person, though. Like somebody that I've seen in my work.
Right,
You know, like kind of down to earth and like weird, though.
right.
You know?
There. Definitely a sports car guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah, yeah.
totally. Probably collects Terry Bradshaw cards. Why wouldn't he?
Of course, of course.
Hmm.
So how you doing?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Well, I just found out who was playing yesterday. So I guess I gotta go Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah.
You know they're the home of a rapist.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, really? Is he a rapist?
Roethlisberger. Yeah, he raped someone.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you want to change your mind about that yet?
Well, the other one's the Packers, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Brett Favre's not on there.
Brett Favre. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was with the Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still go Pittsburgh.
Really?
Rapist included.
Rapist included.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Not because of his off-the-field actions. Wait a minute, did he rape someone on the field?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Would not be surprised.
Well, if he did, I want to change my my pick to the Packers. But no, the only reason I say that is because we have a lot more Pittsburgh cards in my work. So,
Right.
so if they win, we'll sell more cards.
Right. Do you have any Roethlisberger?
We
cards?
do. We do.
A lot of rapists coming in to buy those rape trading cards.
Rape fans, not
fans,
necessarily
right.
rapists. Sir, I would expect you to give my customers the benefit of the doubt. They're only fans of rape. They're not actually, you know.
So they're behind the idea of rape, but they won't actually rape anything themselves.
Yeah, they support the cause, but they're not really.
Right.
They're not really action takers. They're more like the Watcher.
Okay.
They're like if the Watcher was into rape.
Non-interference.
Non-interference, yeah.
Look at us talking about sports.
Wow, we're like dudes.
Yeah.
Wow.
We should crack open some brewskis and eat a lot of cheese.
You know, I wish I did have a brewski. That sounds really good.
I don't, because I haven't really eaten much of anything outside of half a bag of pretzels.
I had a bowl of cereal.
Maybe if I had some like burgers or pizzas, that would
Burgers and beer, yeah.
yeah,
That's a good combo.
Let's see, I've got 2 cans of Four Loko in the fridge.
What is that?
It's the beer that killed everybody.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like Jolt Cola with alcohol inside.
It was. I think this does not have caffeine in it, though. I think this is the non-lethal, Four Loko.
Okay.
Because hey, let's completely take something off of the market that because a bunch of dumbass fucking kids can't control themselves.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd want one of those giant caffeinated alcoholic beverages. It seems like the worst of both worlds for me.
Right. I'm a caffeine fan. I enjoy a caffeine. One might say I can't get through my day without it.
Yeah.
One might say that I have an addiction.
Yeah. It's very addictive.
And one might also say that there is not enough caffeine in the world to actually make me feel hyper.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've seen you give yourself high fives after a couple Red Bulls before.
I've never drank a Red Bull.
Really? What are those? What is Monster? Something.
I've had a Monster.
Some sort of energy drink. Yeah. Remember that one that you had that used to release gas? It was and then the colors would change in the can, and there was a dangerous chemical inside.
I have no idea.
Do you remember that?
I think those may have been Jolts.
No, it was something I'd never heard of. It was some sort of canned beverage used to have at our old drawing spot.
Yeah, I believe those were Jolts.
No, it was something I'd never heard of.
No, it was Jolt.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I used to drink Jolt all the time, and I remember going, "What the hell is that you were drinking?"
Yeah, it was Jolt.
Okay.
Yeah. Came in like a big canister, like a tube almost. And, the pop. Yeah,
okay.
You would open it up and it would hiss and there would be steam coming from
right.
it, like some sort of.
There's some sort of color change going on, some
No,
sort
I
of
don't
chemical.
think there was any color change.
Really?
Yeah.
We might be talking about two different things then.
There was that one coffee that I bought that one time.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
The self-heating coffee.
Yeah,
canister.
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That was just coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was bizarre.
I don't think they make those self-heating coffee things anymore, though.
Somebody got killed in Wyoming or something.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe someone cracked open the inner lining that actually causes the heat to make go.
Right. They drink the
drink it.
chemical. Yeah. They're like, whoa, there's an extra shot of something down here.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find those since that one time I bought one.
No.
Which is too bad because it was nice. It was coffee.
Yeah.
And, I didn't have to
Self-heating coffee.
Huh?
Self-heating coffee.
Self-heating coffee. I didn't have to put up with the idiots at a Circle K or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I just had to put up with the idiots at Dots.
Yeah. See, it's much better. Much better.
The grocery store.
Dots Market. I like Dots.
They're all right.
Yeah.
They're all right. I think they could use with a complete wiping out and reinstallation of new staff.
I've never had a problem, but I don't go there nearly as often as you.
Having no problems. Yeah. There's 3 people I don't have problems with.
Right.
They're all old ladies.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I know one old lady that works there, and she's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What up, Sandy, in the meat department?
So got any big Super Bowl party plans?
I'm gonna do some drawing. We might actually watch the commercials.
Yeah.
I think Kathleen likes the commercials, so.
I like the commercials as well. I usually do. I haven't for the past couple years because we've been doing shows on Super Bowl Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever I do get the chance, I do watch the commercials.
Yeah.
Especially looking forward to seeing the Captain America trailer.
Yeah. So you're going to watch the game?
Probably not, because I'm going over to my parents' house, who are not going to be home. And they only have one TV that is currently working. And it's the tiny one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just watch a movie and do my laundry.
Yeah, you don't want to watch those commercials on a tiny TV.
Yeah.
Because they're all bombastic.
Well,
huge.
It's in the kitchen. If I want to watch TV, I want to sit on a chair or a couch.
Like a real man.
Like a real person. Not while I'm, sitting at the dinner table not eating.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You could draw at the dinner table.
Yeah, I can draw on the couch too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we had a bit of an ice apocalypse over the past week,
Yeah.
and a lot of places lost power. My parents lost power for about a day, and then when the power came up, the cable didn't come back. So, yeah. And so my dad went out and bought an antenna, but refuses to put it on the actual big TV that everybody uses, because there's too much to take out. There isn't. All he has to do is pull out the cable from the back of the TV.
I was like, too much to take out. What does he mean?
He's like, I gotta take out the cable, and I gotta take out the stereo, and no, you don't have to. You just have to,
Right. Switch a plug.
Right, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And I'm guessing on a TV like that, there's probably 2 plugs that you could fit both the antenna and the cable.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't. He doesn't know a lot about technology.
I'm in his camp.
Yeah.
I like that man.
Yeah. Unfortunately, what he doesn't know about technology, he often expects me to know, and I don't know.
I thought you were the technology guy.
I'm like a quarter of a technology guy.
Okay.
I know just enough to fuck something up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know how to get in there.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, we actually lost power for about 22 hours at our house. We played Scrabble by candlelight.
Nice.
And then I went to sleep reading comics by candlelight. I was kind of worried that I was laying in bed with candles going. I was kind of worried that I was going to burn my bed down. But,
Right.
But I made it through the comics and blew the candles out. It was kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
More than 22 hours is too much, though.
Yeah. I can imagine. I've not lost power at all.
Lucky.
Even though apparently something near here exploded.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a transformer?
I don't know. All I know is that something on Dorothy Lane exploded on Tuesday night.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard like our trees from our neighbor's yard collapsed into our yard, and ice pockets everywhere, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
It was just kind of fun.
Right.
Like more than a day, like I said. A day is kind of neat. You're like, wow, it's like a little mini apocalypse, and then
Right.
and then after that, you're like, okay, back to normal.
Yeah. I know in the big windstorm of 2008, back when we first started the show.
Yeah, first episode.
My parents went without power for like 4 days.
Oh yeah, that's a little much.
It was a little much. They had to pretty much throw out everything in their fridge. And,
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste. Kind of sucks.
I mean, like if you're prepared for it, you're like, let's go to the cabin for 5 days. It's got no
Right.
power. That might be kind of an adventure, but yeah, if you got a stocked fridge and like you got electronic plans coming up, it's kind of a bummer. But all that is over.
It is indeed over for now, until the next major blizzard comes through, probably tomorrow. It has fucking snowed horrendously once a week since the beginning of December.
Yeah, it's pretty steady here.
I am tired of the bullshit.
Hey, only another month or two.
Yeah.
2 tops, probably.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because that'd be April.
Yeah. Sometimes it snows through March.
Yeah, no, sometimes.
Welcome back to Snow Talk.
Well, let's take a listener poll. Would you rather listen to Snow Talk or Screaming Baby Talk?
Yeah, probably Snow Talk, I
Right.
would imagine.
Or we can talk about being buried in snow,
Ooh,
or just Buried, the movie.
the movie. No snow, though.
No snow.
Not a lot of snow in this movie.
No.
That was my major complaint. It was hard to relate because I'm like, oh, I've been buried in snow lately.
Right.
And like, can't relate.
You call into your work and say, I can't make it in today, boss. I'm buried in snow.
Yeah, exactly. No, I never call in. I save that for Matt Brassfield.
Well, he deserves it. He has a stressful life.
Yeah, it's true. We all need a break every once in a while.
Yeah.
Now he does have a lot going on, but
Yeah.
um,
So
we did watch a movie though.
we did watch a movie. It was called Buried,
Buried.
and it starred Ryan Reynolds
Yep.
and
And
only him.
And some other voices.
With some voices.
Yeah.
One very recognizable voice,
Yeah.
which was awesome, and glad to see I was confirmed in my correctness.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I think we're talking about the same person.
Mark
Ned,
Wahlberg.
Ned Ryerson. Oh yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Was it?
No, yeah, Stephen Tobolowsky,
Yeah.
Ned Ryerson, Ned the Bull.
Ned the Head, Needle Nose Ned. Yeah, he was great.
I love Stephen Tobolowsky,
He's great.
even when he's a major dick.
Like in real life?
Like in this movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was total dick in this
Yeah.
one.
I don't think he's a dick in real life.
Yeah.
I've seen his movie, his Stephen Tobolowsky's birthday party. I listened to his podcast. He seems very much anti-dickish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like did some sort of, I don't know exactly what happened, but Kathleen like tweeted something and he tweeted back directly at her.
Nice.
And like he was like funny and nice or something. She
Yeah.
said so. Yeah, he seems capable of being cool.
He seems pretty cool. Doesn't seem like a guy I'd want to hang out with.
Mhm.
Yeah. A little too artsy.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, a little too precious.
See, I like Precious and artsy.
Eh.
Precious like the movie,
No, precious.
like Precious Moments.
Sort of. Yeah.
See, I like that.
He seems like a really nice guy, and I enjoy listening to his stories. But he's got a little bit of a hippy dippy in him
Okay,
that I don't approve of.
right.
Yeah.
I can relate to a little hippiness.
Yeah. But awesome actor.
Yeah.
I get excited every time I see him, or in this case, hear him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering if they were really gonna do that. You know, like if it was just gonna be Ryan Reynolds, or if there was like about 2 minutes in, I expected like a flashback to like
Right.
how he got in the coffin.
Yeah, me too. Or even that was going to be how it opened. Like we'd see.
Right.
But no, it's only him
Yeah.
in a box.
Yeah, that's
The
crazy.
Entire movie.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have thought that I would have enjoyed something that only had one dude in a box for an hour and a half,
Right.
but I did.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and say that for the most part, I thought this movie was pretty amazing.
Hmm. I would not say amazing,
Really?
but I would say impressive. Like
It's definitely impressive.
they definitely pulled off something I
Yeah.
didn't think you would be able to do.
I've had some issues with movies lately, making attempts to pull at various emotions and failing spectacularly. This one, I think, hit every single chord that it tried to do, and it was tense. It made me feel bad. It made me nervous. Made me emotional at times.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm chalking this one up to amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say that other than my neighbors ruining the movie,
Yeah.
that this was almost entirely a positive experience
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was they were a little loud.
So there's nothing like watching a guy struggling for his life in an airtight coffin, and then suddenly hearing "Fuck you!" Wah! Wah! for like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then things stomping and falling.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was part of the movie. I was like, oh, these babies are going to rescue him. They're going to eat through the dirt. They're tunneling. I've never been to Iraq. I don't know if there's babies that eat through dirt or not. How would I know that? But no, you're right. It was, they broke the fourth wall.
Yes, they did.
That's another thing while we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just pull out his power ring and turn into a giant gopher and tunnel his way out?
That's true. That's very true. Or bulldozer.
Yeah,
Any number of sort of energy constructs that he could have come up
Right.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe being that. Maybe he's like Storm. And he's
Oh,
claustrophobic.
yeah.
And so he just couldn't think straight to have the willpower to use the ring properly.
I could see that.
Or
Wait a minute.
also, just putting it out there, maybe the ring was past its 24-hour charge.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or hey, screaming baby. Or perhaps maybe the box was yellow.
That's possible, too.
Or
Oh, my gosh.
he's like the Golden Age Green Lantern, and the box was made out of wood.
Was wood, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
For Golden Age Green Lantern?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That seems pretty lame.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's why Solomon Grundy was his arch nemesis, because he was basically made out of the swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trees everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow. Did not know that. I don't think I've ever read Golden Age Green Lantern.
I'm sure it's terrible.
I like his costume. I like his look.
Yeah, I think it's an okay look.
Yeah.
Not
But
a
yeah.
fan of the color scheme.
Didn't know that a pencil would stop him.
Yep. Twigs.
Not even a yellow pencil.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Just any pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mechanical.
Yeah, well, maybe
No,
not
no,
mechanical.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Reynolds in a box for an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Very Hitchcockian. Tense.
If Hitchcock would have made this, I would have loved to seen how he pulled off his cameo.
Right.
Like there's a scene where he's like fiddling around for the flashlight, and he looks down there, and Alfred Hitchcock is just curled up in the corner,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, that's weird," and then
Yeah,
just
yeah.
and you never see him again.
Was this is this scenario Alfred Hitchcock making it back in when Alfred Hitchcock was making movies, or Alfred Hitchcock making it now?
Oh, I guess. Well, that would have been perfect, yeah, because he could have just been another corpse, yeah.
Yeah. Or on the phone.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
video
true.
phone. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he
Yeah.
could have been in the background. But yeah, this was like everything that I'm super afraid of, other than flying, was in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm claustrophobic and I fear snakes greatly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have had a heart attack moments into the situation if that would have been me.
Yeah, I can't. That Ron Reynolds did a really good job of conveying, the panic that you would have, because I don't know that I would know how that feels. I'm not super claustrophobic. I'm pretty afraid of snakes, though.
Yeah.
That part freaked me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was creepy. Yeah, he did a good job being panic stricken. There's still like some comedic timing in
Oh
there.
yeah, and it needed this.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think that this would have worked being completely,
So dark.
yeah, it needed a little bit of levity, and the levity is dark still, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But hilarious. There's a couple
Yeah.
laugh out loud moments. Yeah, because we watched. Okay, we watched the trailers before the movie.
Yeah.
And you made a comment how like a lot of them were like years old.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of bizarre. But one of them that they did show was Open Water.
Yeah.
And I could see how, like, I don't even know what I would call the genre. I guess minimalist or something. Like the genre,
Right.
I would say like Open Water and Paranormal Activity and
Yeah.
maybe even Blair Witch and this sort of all have that. They feel like the strength is the writing,
Right.
because
And
the acting, yeah,
Yeah.
because there's no set or budget.
Right.
I mean, I guess there's a budget
There's a
because
budget,
they
yeah.
hired Stephen
Tobolowsky.
Tobolowsky.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's one of those movies that is just kind of, it almost feels like it's going to be hard to watch because of the limitations.
Right.
But
They pull it off pretty
yeah,
well.
they did really well.
I mean, they obviously, they're filming him in a box. They open it up a little bit to move around and get different camera angles and stuff like that. And obviously, there's some shots where, like, there's tracking shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's more about the emotion.
Right,
or,
yeah.
the panic or whatever. But yeah, I think this is about the best anyone, in my mind, could do filming an entire movie with, only seeing one person in a box.
Right, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine that being done any better.
Right. There's that scene in Kill Bill where Uma Thurman is in the box.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of sucks.
It was alright.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, but I don't think it had the emotion and the depth that this had.
Oh, yeah. No,
and
no.
obviously, that's not what Tarantino was
Right.
going for.
Because she spent like 3 minutes in the box.
Right, yeah. But, I can't remember too well, but I don't think there were a lot of different camera angles.
Right. There's a lot of just pitch black.
Yeah, and also, I think, if I remember correctly, there was like a cutaway scene, like where you're looking at like a diorama type view.
Like where you can see like the dinosaur bones buried next
Right,
to it.
yeah. I'm really glad that they did not do that in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have taken away a little bit. It had a pretty amazing opening credits sequence.
Oh yeah, very Saul Bass-like.
Yeah, totally. Like the music was amazing. It was like intense, and I think that's what it needed because it kind of opens up really slow.
Right.
And if it would have just been like white words against a black background,
Right.
like fading in and out, I don't think it would have built up the anxiety as much.
Yeah, I can totally buy that. And yeah, it does. Like it starts out pitch black, for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But really effective. Really effective.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reynolds. A lot of people give him shit because he's a comedic actor, but I think he's actually done more dramas than he has comedies.
I don't know that I've seen a lot of stuff with him in it. Like I've never seen the Wolverine movie or anything.
Right.
But yeah, he seemed pretty good. Impressive even.
He was in Blade 3, which
I never saw that.
he was the only good thing in that. He was pretty comedic in that though.
Mm-hmm.
The Amityville Horror remake, which was not very good, but he was pretty good in.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen other movies with him in it, but I think it was Smoking Aces. He was pretty good in that. Other stuff, but I like him. I think he's very charismatic as an actor, and I think he can pull off drama and comedy pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because like I said, the funny parts in this movie were mostly like his timing and lines.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he was really good. I don't want to spoil it because that was one of the biggest laughs in the movie. But one of his phone calls is pretty funny.
Yeah, that's another thing about this movie is that okay, you got the claustrophobia thing. You're buried alive.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on. You're being held for ransom. You're being threatened by terrorists.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. But the part that got me the most was the phone calls. I hate talking on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to people. People are dicks on the phone. 98% of the time.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't imagine being in a situation where your life depended on getting messages across to people on the phone and them still just being phone dicks.
Yeah.
And they all are.
Yeah, well, but there was like one guy that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for the most part, everybody was... Yeah, there's a lot of being on hold and that sort of thing, yeah.
They're just people not understanding. People just think you're bullshitting with them. Fuck people.
You're right, because, like, I always thought like, the worst case scenario being on the phone is, like, man, it's my day off, but I really gotta call and, like, be on hold for 40 minutes to this place and do this thing. But, yeah, it would be worse if you're, like, trapped in a box. That would be, like, the worst phone situation. Wow, yeah, there's no... I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to spoil anything else about the movie, but...
I don't really think so. It's fairly new, and I don't think a lot of people saw it in theaters.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so this did go to theaters. Huh?
Yeah.
How did it do you know?
I don't know.
I never heard anyone mention seeing it.
Yeah. I heard people on podcasts talk about seeing it. But, actually, the only podcast I really heard anything about it was on the 40-Year-Old Boy. And basically talking about how it freaked him the hell out.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've got claustrophobia. Like, every time I ride an elevator, I have to, like, sing a song in my head or, like, count or something. But, so yeah, this kind of, like, the anxiety was definitely there. I could totally relate.
Right.
I would have been way more freaked out.
Yeah. I'm sure I would have been. Yeah. I'm sure anybody would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claustrophobic or not. Yeah. Nobody wants to be buried alive.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's definitely nobody wants to talk to a foreigner on the phone.
And there was definitely some. There was a little bit of like, it wasn't so heavy-handed and beat you over the head with it, but there was some political statements in this movie about just like, our, like America being like the world police and like, how we our operation basically when we go over and destroy a country and rebuild it, and
Right.
kind of made you think a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it wasn't so forced. Like it was more about the personal drama that he was going through.
Right.
So they didn't really use it as a vehicle to like, hit you over the head with politics.
I think it was mostly about like whether like the character in the movie is a truck driver who's just on a contract in Iraq, but whether he's that or a soldier or whatever in that country, it's just it all comes down to the fact that they're not really there to overthrow that government or to cause specific harm to the people who live there.
Right.
Mostly all this there for a job.
Yeah. They just saw an ad and they took the job.
It's just the unfortunate circumstance that they do sometimes cause some bad things to happen, and then in turn bad things do happen to them as well. And then sometimes the wrong people get blamed for things that they have nothing to do with here, which is pretty much the gist of this entire movie.
Oh yeah, exactly. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
It's not a particularly uplifting movie.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, like there are elements of it that are positive because you're thinking about life and the values that you take for granted, and at the end, well, I don't want to say exactly what inspires you at the end, but
there are small uplifting moments, and there are some really sad moments too. I got kind of teary-eyed a little bit when he called his mom.
Yeah,
that kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Yeah.
But just people lay off of fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
He's a fine actor, and this movie proves it.
I honestly, I mean, like, I don't know anything about.
Right.
I haven't heard anybody trash him or anything. Like even at Mavericks,
because you don't go online.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm surprised though. Like even at Mavericks, like most people are kind of excited about him playing Green Lantern.
Yeah.
The only thing I've really heard is like, well, what if they do a X-Men Green Lantern crossover? Then there's no. How's he going to play Deadpool and Green Lantern? Yeah. Like that's like the only complaint I've heard.
Because those people are retarded.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Right.
Well, yeah. I thought that one. What I was saying.
I just wanted to reiterate.
No, those people are fine, but
no, they're retarded if they think that there's
but,
ever going to be a Green Lantern X-Men
I don't
crossover
think,
movie.
I don't think they really think it. They're just trying to be like.
No, I'm pretty sure
snippy.
they actually think it.
Yeah.
I am 100% sure they
Okay.
actually think
That's possible.
Yeah.
See, I assumed they were just being like, "Oh, let me find a fault in this somehow,"
People are already saying that about Fantastic Four and Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's within the same universe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard the same thing about Cyclops and Superman.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the nerds. That's what they do.
Comic fans need to go away.
They pick and find faults.
They need to go away.
Well, first we have to destroy the comics industry.
Well, that's doing fine on its own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just leave it be.
Yeah,
It'll take care of itself.
Oh, yeah.
Mother Nature will run its course.
I know you're not looking forward to the Green Lantern, but I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be fine. I think I'd rather see him as the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I mean, I've never been a diehard Green Lantern fan, but what I did like about him was just kind of, like, he just seemed like a different character to me, because, I mean, I only ever read, really, the Hal Jordan ones. I read some of the Kyle Rayner ones, but I kind of grew up reading the Hal Jordan ones, and he seems a lot more stoic and, like, heroic and...
Boring.
Yeah, and boring, yeah. And that's what I love about him. But yeah, I've never really been a big Green Lantern fan, so I'll probably skip it unless I'm just in a situation where everybody's watching it.
I like the concept of the Green Lantern. I just don't like Hal Jordan. I like every other Green Lantern.
Yeah.
John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Kilowog,
Yeah.
Chip, Nort.
Wait, do you think they'll ever make a Nort movie? Yeah. Ganthet, the Ganthet movie. Yeah.
Nort and Ganthet.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Teaming up, kicking ass,
Yeah.
taking names.
It'll be the sequel.
I think they could. Yeah, it'd
It's
be
like a buddy cop movie.
like a buddy cop movie for kids, because I mean, you got a terrier as a Green Lantern. Yeah,
Do with a big head.
yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
I think they should make that movie instead of the actual Green Lantern movie.
Well, might be too late. I think it's coming out.
Are you sure?
I think it's coming out. I've seen trailers.
I think they can stop this in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's like one of those subterfuge things, where like everything that they've put out is just like a fake trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like that other Green Lantern fake trailer that
Right.
looked actually better than this one.
Yeah, it really didn't. Well, maybe it did because it was like Firefly, just with green energy effects.
Yeah.
And
Star Trek.
as we've talked about, Firefly's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
You're okay,
Reynolds.
buddy.
Yeah.
And was this a Spanish director? I didn't recognize the name.
Yeah.
Forget his name already.
A lot of Spanish crew on it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Even a lot of the voice actors were Spanish names.
Really?
Yeah.
Playing Iraqis?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
To us Americans, all accents.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If it
Although-
ain't white, who cares? Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. That sounded like I was serious.
Yeah, I think I was talking over you, so hopefully nobody heard it.
Okay.
But I do have kind of a story to tell about that.
Oh, yeah.
When I was, I think about 11 or 12, we had some neighbors move into the house next door. The previous neighbors, before they moved, gave me $5 to put their trash out and bring it back in, like while the new people were moving in. But the new people moved in like almost immediately, like the day after.
All right.
And so like I went over there expecting to bring the trash in, but they were already there. And so like I had to talk to the woman and say, well, they gave me $5, I gotta move it. And she started talking to me, and she had a very thick accent. And but she let me move it in because I want to earn my money.
Right.
Right.
Wait, you're taking like the trash can in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And so like I did that, and I went back to my house, and I told my mom, hey, the new neighbors have moved in. I think they're Spanish. And she's like, okay. She's like, yeah, the woman, she had like a really thick Spanish accent. She's like, oh, okay. So, like my mom eventually went over there and introduced herself, and no, they're from Poland. Very thick Russian accents.
Right.
Yeah.
And to make the story better, it's not like you never heard Spanish accents before.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Because,
Right.
your family
Yep.
speaks Spanish.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like you were just some white kid that had never heard
No.
any
Yeah.
other language.
I knew what a Spanish accent
Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
they're all foreigners, right?
Exactly.
Love it or leave it.
Yep.
Speak English or die. Billy Milano, 1980, whatever.
What?
Billy Milano, 1980, whatever. I don't know what year, but Speak English or Die came out. But, that's awesome. Were they cool people?
They were fine.
Mhm.
Their daughter used to sunbathe topless in their porch.
Russian or Polish? Polish or Russian?
Russian Polish.
Wow, topless Russian sunbathers when you're like a teenager?
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She was like 2-3 years older than I was.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So
Very,
perfect.
very, very cute, sexy blonde.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
enjoyed those neighbors being there.
When I was around the same age, around 12 or whatever, we had a neighbor from Panama,
Yeah.
and her niece would come over and visit, and she would sunbathe, not topless, but in a bikini,
Yeah.
and I would just like kind of stand there at the window, not masturbating,
No, yeah.
but just kind of stand there and like
you have some
stare.
discretion.
Yeah, yeah. I would totally wait until I memorized every contour of her body and made it to the bathroom first.
Right, yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing like being a pervert.
No. Well, when you're like 13 years old and
It's not perverted.
and the internet doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, come on, seriously.
Yeah.
How shitty is that? Like, we missed adolescent internet by like 5-6 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously? Oh my god. Well, I probably would have never got stayed as into comics because I would have just like never read any of them. I would have
Right.
always been masturbated into internet porn. So in a way, I guess I'm glad. But yeah, that's crazy. We missed that just by half a decade.
Yeah. Oh well. I know I'm making up for it now.
Oh yeah. Well, not me yet. But once I get that internet connection, it's on.
So yeah. I don't know that I have anything else to say about Buried.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, because there's not a lot of. I mean, there's a lot going on like in your head
Right.
during this movie, but it's mostly about the claustrophobia and the like anxiety and like
Right.
just the disturbing situations. So I mean, they did it really well, and there's like we both said, there's enough comedy that it's not like you're just torturing yourself by watching it.
Right.
It actually is an entertaining, surprisingly, I think, well done movie.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't say amazing, but I would say it's worth watching because it's definitely an experimental film that worked,
Yeah.
where a lot of times experiments do not work.
No, they do not. Again, I think it all comes down to the acting and the cinematography. If either one of those would have been off,
Yeah,
then I don't think it would have been nearly as effective or as good.
for sure.
Subpar actor obviously can't pull off the emotions, and bad cinematography will just pull you out of the whole situation.
Right.
And this really does a good job of bringing the claustrophobia to you.
Yeah.
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 All
Yep.
right. Take a break.
Let's take a break.
Right.
In the lap of the mountain, so far and wide, down by the river, love is waiting for us, where the leaves turn to gold, beneath the limitless blue. In the lap of the mountain, I can't help loving you. The seagulls are squalling in the sky above. I know that you love me, but I wanted you much more. In the lap of the mountain, on a still cloudless night, the ships out there far cold, beneath the flickering stars. In the lap of the mountain, at the end of the blue, through spring lawns and shadows, the wind blows only for you. sun. I've been blessed by your sweet love. Life has only begun. Where the light slays the shadow, where you lull on up high, in the lap of the mountain, my dreams are the sun. Take a look at the warm rays in the sunset, burning in the west, where the sea lights, the great rocks. Spring is everywhere, in the lap of the mountain, in the lap of the sun, down by the river, love is waiting for us. In the lap of the mountain, beneath the limitless blue, in the lap of the mountain, I can't help loving you.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash. Yippee-ki-yay!
Yep.
Oh. Yes. So, what's going on in your life, sir?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Huh. Get your blog back going. I saw that.
Yeah, I do.
It's pretty exciting.
I don't remember if we talked about this in the last episode or not.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone ever seen Eric's blog? It's an art blog. It's pretty good. Carpal Tunnel. Seanborn's Carpal Tunnel. What's the web address, though?
Seanborn.net.
Seanborn.net, yeah. I couldn't remember if there's a carpal in there.
Nope.
Yes. Sketch a day, huh?
I'm doing a sketch a day. Started last Tuesday.
It's impressive.
I'm not the first to do it. Others.
But you will be the last.
Maybe the first to fail.
Oh.
I
No,
expect
I'm
to see
sure.
that.
I'm sure plenty have failed in that. But yeah, that's impressive. I mean, they're not all just sketches, too. Some of them you actually are fully
Full
rendering and
drawings
coloring.
there.
It's pretty awesome.
Mostly sketches, though. Maybe I should probably learn to figure out which sketches should actually go on there. Because I would say that out of the 6 that I have up there right now, 1 is good.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
At least 2. No, I think that's the beauty of something like that, though, is like you're putting kind of, since you're doing one every day, you're kind of putting like everything that you're doing up there. So it's kind of exciting because you get to see not just the things that you would normally want to show off, but
Right.
you see different different levels of time put into different things.
Right.
Like some sketches and some rendered, and I think that's a good mix. I think that's cool.
Thank you. My main rule on it is to spend more than 10 minutes a day, or anything that goes up there is something that I've spent at least 10 minutes on.
Okay.
Just because I want to, show some effort.
Right.
Because I can doodle anything in, a minute.
Right.
Call it done. But,
Taking a crap and you're like,
Right,
I'll draw.
Well, I don't do that.
Okay. You don't draw while you're crapping.
No.
Really?
No.
I totally do.
Really?
Not all the time. I don't keep a sketchbook in the bathroom specifically for that, but
Right.
occasionally.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could not do that.
Really?
Could not
Okay.
do that. Yeah. I got other things to do.
Yeah.
When I'm, taking a crap.
Oh.
Such as taking a crap.
Flossing. Sometimes I floss instead. Yeah.
I clean my ears.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ear floss.
Yeah, I clip my fingernails sometimes.
Mhm.
read.
Yeah, I do a little bit of reading.
Yeah. But no, not drawing. Definitely not that.
Sometimes I pet my cat.
Well, that's... Yeah.
Sometimes he can.
If I had a cat that would probably follow me into a bathroom, I would probably do that.
Did I tell you about the weird thing that happened to me when I was taking a crap the other day?
No.
It was kind of not good.
Well, then, do you really want to tell us?
It has nothing to do with my crap.
Okay, does it have anything to do with your cat, since that's what seemingly brought
No,
this up?
well, no, but it has something to do with my dog. Okay.
I don't know that I want to.
Okay, well, here's the situation. I got up and walked my dog, the first thing I do, and then I walked back into the house, and Doogie was putting dishes in the dishwasher.
As one does.
As one does, yeah. Because he'd been up early. He has one of those Rocky type shakes with eggs in it, and then he goes and like does exercise. I don't know why people do that, but so he's loading up the dishwasher and setting it on, and I'm like, oh, I gotta take a crap because I just walked around the neighborhood, and my bowels are getting loose now. So I run down. My room is downstairs, and there's a bathroom downstairs.
Right.
So I go downstairs, and I start taking a crap, and the dishwasher is kind of like right above my bathroom.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there taking a crap, and like our dishwasher's been prone to leak, but so far it only ever leaked in the middle of the kitchen. There'd be like a little puddle, And so my dog walks by the open bathroom door, because I just crap with the bathroom door open if I'm the only one on that level of the house. Why not? It's kind of claustrophobic.
Right.
My bathroom is tiny.
It's very tiny.
Yeah.
It's coffin-like.
Yeah, it is coffin-like. Seriously,
Yeah.
like you can touch all four walls while you're sitting on the toilet. So I'm crapping. My dog walks by, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Uma?" And I like pet her head, and all of a sudden there's like drippings from the ceiling, like dripping like right like between my arm and my dog, and it's like just splattering there.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, the dishwasher's really leaking."
Yeah.
And so I was like, Go, get out of here, Uma. And so she gets out, and it's still like it's dripping like in two different spots, like one like right over by the little bathroom trash can, and the other one like right in the floor by the toilet. I was like, oh, that sucks. And so, I finished my business, and I'm like buttoning myself up and whatever. And Doogie walks downstairs, and I was like, hey, check it out. The dishwasher is leaking right into the bathroom. He goes, that's not the dishwasher. And I was like thinking for a second, so it's right above. And then like I started thinking like, oh yeah, it's on the other side of the stairs. So it's kind of like a couple feet around the corner. He's like, Bernie, the other dog, like 15 years old dog.
Yeah.
He's like, he just peed in the hallway right where the carpet and the wood meet. And he's like, that's right above your bathroom. And I was like, there is urine dripping from the ceiling in my bathroom, splattering on my ankles. That was fucking gross.
Alright.
Yeah. So that was like the best way to start my day.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, it's like some sort of Clive Barker potty humor like story. Like urine dripping from the ceiling. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I thought I would share that.
Alright, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that relates to that.
Yeah. Well, that's probably good.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't either. There's no like, which also reminds me of another story.
Right.
Like, luckily, that's the only one in that camp for me.
So far, I've been fairly lucky in that my neighbors, trashy assholes that they are, have not like peed on the floor and haven't dripped into to my apartment yet.
I don't know. Remember there was that leak once in the living room.
That is true.
It could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah.
It was kind of yellowish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you determined it was air conditioning
I think
sweat.
it was, yeah.
But still.
I hate them. I hate them a lot.
I can't believe they're still here. Seriously.
Cannot either. They pay their rent.
Yeah, that is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Like, I would have thought by now one of them would have,
Murdered the other.
or like, just like gotten divorced or.
Right. Well, they're not married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
And it clearly is. It's an abusive relationship.
Oh, yeah.
They beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, it's not just like you're like, man, these people are loud. It's like they're horrible people.
Yeah. Yeah, someone else pays their rent for them, so they get to stay here.
See, that sucks.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I wish someone would pay my rent for me.
Yeah. Don't you wish like they build a third floor and you can move in up above it and you could just jump around all day? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I've tried playing Slayer full blast, and no effect.
Yeah. I think one night we even like left to go eat and left it on full blast and just left for a couple hours.
I think that was even Cannibal Corpse, which is more obnoxious.
It is.
Yeah.
It totally is. Oh man.
At least after we do this, I'm gonna leave. So yeah, I'll have to put up with their bullshit tonight.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. That is good. You're coming back though tonight. You're spending the night here.
Yeah. I gotta sleep. I gotta work.
Yeah.
It's my driving.
You're working, man. You're working
man. That's what they call me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Neil Peart, Geddy Lee, 1970, whatever. 69, probably. 71.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Fly By Night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that out?
I think so.
Okay.
Believe. Man, Rush is awesome.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan, but I like their hits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like one of those musicians bands where I'm sure like people that are really into playing an instrument listen to every song like, oh, every song is amazing. But yeah, I would rather just have like Rush Chronicles, which is like the best 50 of their songs. You know?
Yeah. And they're all amazing musicians.
Oh yeah,
Geddy Lee, probably rivals. Les Claypool is the bass player,
and Bobby Dahl.
Yeah. Alex Lifeson. And of course, can't go wrong with a Neil Peart.
Nah.
He was in, of course, Lock, Teen, Hunger Force, the movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see it?
Uh-uh.
I could have sworn you saw it.
Well, maybe I did. I don't know.
Like you called me one day and said you and Pat were going to be watching it.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I did watch that. Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I forgot Neil Peart was on it. But, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Anything else exciting? Nothing really. Super Bowl. That's about it. What else is there to do in Ohio?
I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of movies. But
You have been watching a lot of movies.
yeah. Most of them can be, you can read my reviews for them on bloodlinevideo.com. So that's what I've been doing, reviewing those movies that I've been watching.
So do they so that website is just for reviews, or do they also like sell their movies on there?
I don't know, because I don't go anywhere other than the review section.
Yeah. I've never been to it, but I mean, my excuse is I don't really go on the internet a lot. But, yeah, I can't remember if they actually, because they make movies, low budget, like horror movies themselves. Low budget, no budget, they call them.
I know that, I'm sure he wants to
sell his movies.
Yeah.
I
know he's been Matt Brassfield, our friend, who was also a notorious, caller off of work. As mentioned in the previous segment, he runs that site, and I know he's been busy with Baron stuff. The Baron Von Porkchop show that he created and is directing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're really doing anything other than that at this point.
Yeah, he's been keeping busy with that, which is cool because I'm glad he's doing something. But I'd love to see him make another movie. Or I know he's got like at least 2 that he has started and hasn't finished. So I'd love to see another Matt Brassfield movie come out.
Maybe between seasons of the Baron show.
Yeah.
Because you got to think also that Baron's actually airing. Like, it's on TV.
Yeah.
And they just got picked up by a website to broadcast it on there as well. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he's getting an audience.
Yeah. They're doing, like, some cons and stuff.
Yeah. I think they've done one at this point, and they've got another one coming up, I think, in March.
Is it in Indianapolis or something?
I believe so, yeah. Horror Hound Weekend.
Horror Hound Weekend.
Yeah. which is a con I'd actually like to go to at some point.
Really?
Because I know they have one in Cincinnati, they have one in Indianapolis. Usually they have pretty good guests.
Yeah, I think like Tom Savini's been there, and
Yeah.
Linda Blair, maybe.
I know Clive Barker was at the one in
Wow.
Cincinnati.
That's pretty big.
Like last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
I really wanted to go to that one, but nobody would go with me.
Yeah, I like horror movies, but I wouldn't want to. I couldn't imagine spending more than like an hour at a horror convention without getting bored.
Really? Because we've had one in Dayton in the past 10 years or so. And I went to that and I spent like 6 hours there.
Really?
Yeah. And that was where I met James O'Barr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The biggest dick I've ever met in my life.
What do you do?
Showed up like 4 hours late.
Yeah.
Came in, signed some books for some people. Like at the time I was working with someone, we were making comics. I handed him some of our comics and I said, hey, The Crow is like the first time I ever realized that, you don't have to be Marvel or DC to make comics. You can just do them. And he was like, oh. And he like took the books and kind of like threw them back on his stack. He signed my book and he was like, I gotta have a cigarette. And he left. He was there for a total of 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very personable though.
Oh yeah.
He told you about his addiction to tobacco. Yeah, he really opened up. Wow. Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah. Did meet Sid Haig though. That was awesome. Captain Spaulding
Spider
from,
Baby. Yeah.
Spider Baby. Yeah. He looks like my grandpa.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Your grandpa's bald with a beard though.
If my grandpa was bald and had a beard,
Okay.
they would look alike.
So your grandpa has hair on his head and no beard.
Right.
But
But
spitting
they-
images.
Like their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be fun. I guess like if a couple.
I
of
would
us
imagine like a bigger convention would have like more stuff to do, more stuff
Right.
to see. And, like this one was just like a small room.
Right. See, I mean, like it'd be kind of cool for me to just kind of look around for a little bit, but like I don't really buy DVDs, so I probably wouldn't buy anything.
Right.
And then I can't think of an actor or a director that I would really want to wait in line to talk to. So unless it was somebody that had no line, I don't know. Like it just doesn't seem like I would get super into it.
There's art.
And,
There's books.
okay.
Yeah.
like horror posters and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Like even at the one I went to, there was like an artist's alley.
Oh, really?
It was essentially just like 3 booths of people who made art, but
Like prints of
Yeah,
zombies
yeah.
killing people and stuff.
well, not even that. Like one guy had like Batman and Superman. And
Oh, really?
Superman and
Okay.
Hellboy and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Some guy was selling comics that he made. J.O. Barr was there.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah.
I've heard he's a dick, though.
He is kind of a dick. Like sometimes they have like props from like movies. And
Oh,
stuff.
that's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you? You know how my friend, my roommate Doogie, is really into The Thing, the
Yeah.
John Carpenter movie.
Huh.
He's always wanted that hat that R.J. McCready wears.
Okay.
It's like that ridiculously big. It's like a mixture of like a 10-gallon cowboy hat and some sort of like like a jungle Pythian hat or something.
Yeah.
It's like bizarre, and and he's like seriously like ever since I've lived with him for like 3 years, and he's always been talking about it and he watches The Thing like incessantly,
Yeah.
and the other day he was like, check this out, and he was on Mindy's laptop, and I came in the room and he found this company, I forget what it's called, but they make like movie replica hats, and they actually made, like, they were the ones that whatever studio made Crocodile Dundee, they hired them to make that hat with the
Wow.
with the crocodile hat, with the crocodile teeth, and I think they also made the Indiana Jones hat. It was just fedora, but it's
Right.
very recognizable. But they have the R.J. McCready hat, and it's made out of like some sort of like beaver fur or something. I forget, but it is $1,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
and he is thinking about saving up for it.
Why?
He is an out-of-work trucker.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. But he was so excited when he saw that. He was like, it was like hands were shaking.
That's unnecessary.
But they had like any movie you can think of, they'll remake the hat from
Really?
from whatever movie. So if there's a
Darth Vader's helmet.
that's kind of the hat. I didn't see it on there, but it's a headpiece. You know.
What if I wanted Mike Nesmith's hat from the Monkees?
I bet they can hook you up for less than $10. Yeah. I don't know. Did it have one of those little balls?
I think it did.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe 15. Yeah. Unless you get it like the Mike Nesmith beaver hat version, because they had
Right.
they had at least 2 versions of the R.J. McCready hat. Yeah. One was like some sort of animal fur, and then the other one was, I don't know, something else, and one was like $500 more than the other one, but it was like just 5 easy payments of $200, per month. You have to pay like every month. And I was like, seriously? He was like, if I was still working, because he made really decent money when he was a truck driver.
Right.
Then there was that whole situation where he got buried in Iraq, and then he had to stop. But
At least you made it out.
yeah, oh yeah, just like in the movie. And he said if he could afford it, if he was working, he would totally spend $1,000 on a hat. And I was like,
That's crazy.
that's pretty insane.
That is crazy. Oh man, like I don't even want to spend $20 for a pair of jeans.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'll just go to the thrift store. I'll buy something that's 2 sizes too big and get a belt.
Yeah. And that's stuff you need.
Yeah,
You don't need a hat.
no. You could
Especially
use.
not-
Say in the
hats
summer,
are useful.
you could use one.
Right.
You don't need one.
No. Yeah.
It's like sunglasses. You don't need them.
No.
They're useful.
Yeah. I wish I had a pair of sunglasses.
There's a company that will remake any sunglasses from any movie, like the Terminator ones,
Right.
or the ones
Cyclopses.
the ones that Tom Cruise wore in Cocktail,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
Or Top Gun.
Or
Any
Top Gun.
of the Tom Cruise.
Any movie that Tom Cruise has ever worn sunglasses.
I bet he wore sunglasses in more movies than most other actors.
Probably.
Like I bet Days of Thunder he probably had some sunglasses.
Probably. Yeah. I could.
Maybe even Vanilla Sky. I could see him with sunglasses.
I could see him with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps even War of the Worlds. Maybe not.
I don't remember it.
But Mission Impossible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should Google Tom Cruise sunglasses. See how many different images we can find.
Yeah.
Was that a crashing halt? What just happened?
I don't know. I don't know that I have much to discuss. We talked about my sketch a day. We talked about Doogie's hat.
Yeah.
We've talked about the weather.
Yeah. Super Bowl.
It is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I haven't really done much of anything other than draw or watch movies.
What else is there?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like if I could totally just get away with just watching movies and drawing,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
I'd like to have a lady friend in my life.
Yeah. Well.
That's something that I
Yeah.
would like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead, I draw and watch movies. I've been super productive.
You have actually.
Yeah.
You've done a lot this week.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. That's an awesome Thor. John Romita Jr. can draw Thor.
Yes, he can.
It's on the screensaver. Sorry, you can't see it.
No, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Man, he's good.
Yeah, he is. That was a good run on Thor. Like, I don't much care for Thor,
Yeah.
but his and Dan Jurgens' writing run on Thor was really excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't read those.
At least back in 1998 or whatever,
Right.
when I read them the first
Right.
time.
Yeah, it might be one of those rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
I'd have to think, though, that back in 1998, my tastes were not so different than they are now. That
I got a poison tattoo in '98.
okay.
Totally. That was the year I got it. So yeah, I think we've all changed
Okay.
a little.
Fair enough.
Maybe you could do that one for Nostalgia Equals Distortion.
Maybe. I don't think I have them. If I do, I don't know where they are.
Right. Buried under 13 years worth of other comics.
Yeah. Hell, I can't even find comics that came out last year.
Right.
So, my best friend, I lent her some of those J.H. Williams Batwoman books, and she returned them to me finally. Friday. She's had them for like 6 or 7 months. I can't find any other issue of that run.
Really?
Yeah, I know I have them.
Well, yeah. What happened with that? Because they did a number 0. Like she was getting her own series.
She's getting her own series. It was supposed to come out in February. Then they decided to push it back to April, which is, I guess, originally when J.H. Williams wanted the book to come out. Because I guess he's co-writing it and co-drawing it.
Okay.
And his art, obviously, takes some time.
Yeah, it does. You gotta wait for perfection.
Yeah.
Well, that just seems weird because I think the 0 came out like in November or something like that.
Well, that was when they were gonna bring it out in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like within the past week or so, they decided to push it back to April.
I bet they'll do another printing of 0.
Maybe.
Probably.
Or trade of like hardcover of the original run with Ruka. Greg Ruka, if you please. I don't please.
You know, well, you're pleasing me.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Speaking
of comics that came out last year,
Ooh.
it is my turn to pick a comic book for us to review.
Ooh. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna review a comic.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, in all likelihood, we'll spend about 14 minutes talking about this comic.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about,
Other things.
piss
Parts,
coming from the ceiling and James McVire being a douchebag. But that's what we do. If you've listened this long, you know that.
Yeah. This is our formula.
Yeah. We're sorry, but that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I picked up a graphic novel, and I've had it for a while, and I just finally read it last week, by a man, I believe I'm pronouncing it right, Cyril Pedrosa.
No idea.
No.
Never heard of him.
But he did a book called 3 Shadows.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm choosing,
Yeah.
should you not choose to veto it.
I shall choose not to veto it. And I'm also going to say, if I remember correctly, you had that book when you lived at your old house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it might have been a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's a couple of years old
Okay.
at this point. But yeah, I'm down. If I remember looking at it, I remember enjoying the artwork. So,
Sweet.
yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Supporting creator-owned comics.
I know we kind of like went on this like it wasn't really a rant, but we were just kind of
The discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I'll review. Like I said, I'm getting less interested in superhero comics, but I'll
Right.
review them. Like as long as the storytellers are quality crafters, I don't really care.
There's nothing wrong with good superhero comics, and there's everything wrong with bad creator-owned comics.
Well, I don't know about that. Agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. But yeah, this one is a creator-owned comic.
Let's hope it's one of the good ones.
Let's hope.
All right. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Sweet.
All right. I want to get the fuck out of here as soon as humanly possible.
I hear baby bottles dropping.
Yeah.
Or bottles of vodka.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Or bodies.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, indeed.
I hope Pittsburgh won by the time this comes out. So I hope we're already selling Pittsburgh cards at Mavericks right now.
Rapey.
Eggs and bakey.
I hope that the Captain America trailer is cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll see. We will see.
Yeah. All right.
Laters, everybody.
Laters. Goodbye, motherfuckers. Not you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good neighbors.
Yeah. All right. Bye. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.